Today, 100 players simulate Game of Thrones in Minecraft. Get down! Here, they're scattered across 7 kingdoms. And it is here where these kingdoms will need to make allies and prepare their forces, create siege machines, and even go to war with one another. And as for me, I assigned myself only 1 life to serve the Green Kingdom. Will I dishonor my family's name? Or will I bring glory to the Green Kingdom? Watch to the end of the video to find out. And women! Positive, it's not looking good! Go, 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 go! Challenge! Incoming! My adventure begins running through the grassy plains of Green Team. Me and my entire team are running with the tools that we had crafted only a few minutes ago, heading towards one objective. You see, in this medieval event, each kingdom needs to claim a certain territory, and every territory you claim will give you certain resources based on the resource island that you have claimed. The only way to claim this is by finding a big white flag structure and then placing all 4 flags on it. In short terms, this whole event is based off of the board game Catan. Since we had gotten the map early to the event, our queen had came up with a plan for us to go and target the Diamond Island first. After we claim the Diamond Island, we will then claim all the remaining islands that are near us. The Diamond Island, of course, being the top priority, as with diamonds we'll be able to create better armor and better weapons for future battles that we will partake in. And of course, we really have to hurry, as we're not the only team trying to claim land. Once I arrived to the Diamond Island, I was then informed that we had already claimed it, so I created a stone axe and gathered with my fellow Green Team members at the front of the bridge, where we created a little fort in case Grey tried to come over and take the island from us. After we had officially stayed here for 10 minutes, we had officially claimed the land, and Positive Error had come over here to let us know that we had claimed the land, and now we needed to go and claim more.
Some people go for XP, some people go for horse.
Positive, I'm coming with you. We then ran to the bridge that connected us to another resource island, and while we were running over there, we then ran into Grey Team right at the bridge, beginning Green Team's first ever battle.
Hello, hello.
That's good for actually.
Hello.
We're coming.
Give me another hand, Domino.
Behind the main group.
Oh,
They're
goodness.
all back up.
I ain't scared of no nothing.
Jump this guy, jump this guy, jump this guy.
Kill him.
We got him.
Yes.
Dead.
Easy, guard his body, guard his body.
That's one down, that's one down.
After completing the first ever gangbang in medieval history, we held back to see if Grey Team had already claimed the land, and when we found out we did, we figured we might as well still attack them, as we wanted the resources that they had on their bodies.
They already have it, they already have it, they already have it.
You
This
wanna fight them?
This is meat. This is not
Yeah,
horse.
let's get him, bro, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's go, man.
And we're on the left.
Ah.
Yo, this guy spam clicking, dead?
Sorry, Dada. Miss you.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm dead.
Get away.
Let's beat one hit. Let's beat one hit.
It looked like my journey wouldn't last more than 30 seconds. And I mean, with the display of PvP on my end, I didn't deserve to live anymore. However, despite this, we would somehow manage to come back. We magically won the fight, and I was revived. Get me! Come on, boys! Oh my god!
I got you.
Y'all are so clutch. Clutch gang. Oh my god. There's actually no way. Medal of Honor. We then began to regroup and grab what we wanted, and then a small team of Grey Team members ran into us, which was ultimately their last mistake. And so the chase was on.
Fight?
Come here now!
One crit, he's one. This guy's one.
And so we began chasing after them. Eventually, though, the main group of the Green Team would chase after a couple of the other Grey members, while me and Stev, the guy who revived me earlier, chased after the 2 good PvPers for Grey Team, which was Common Hat and Neomaze, who were both gunning it for our Diamond Island. Oh yeah, go to my Diamond Island with all my people there, yeah!
Nope, like this.
What?
While we got stumped, Neomaze and Common Hat had jumped a green member who was on the bridge, and they continued booking it for the main part of the Diamond Island with us close behind. But what we didn't realize was that our queen was here as well. Naome's and Common Hat, when they saw DJ, immediately began attacking her, and me and Stev knew what we had to do.
Well, your team's hunting
Get the
us.
queen. Get the queen.
Well, you are kind of on our territory, so I can't really say.
Yeah, Nao!
You're
I know that hurt. I know that hurt. Nao. Why don't you? Why don't you stop running from me?
I'm gonna run till the end
Come
of
say
time.
hello. Oh, come on. I didn't know you were that scared. Come on, I know you're weak.
Your weapon hurt.
While DJ and Stev went after Common Hat, I was left to chase after Naome's, resulting in a 1v1. I would chase him for a solid minute until he turned around, beginning our fight.
Yeah.
Oh! A fight like that for me is huge. You see, players in this event can revive, and it's more of a territory claiming event for kings to win. But as for me, I only assigned myself one life, and I planned to use it to its fullest. And eventually, I found myself reunited with Green Team. What are your orders?
We're probably going to be returning due to the fact that they did capture Horse.
We then began our journey back home, and then we were interrupted by Common Hat, who wanted to gift DJ a saddle for an apology for the atrocities he had committed earlier, and so we got DJ a horse. The only problem was that it didn't have a name.
What do you guys think we should name him?
I don't know, milady. It's all
Ash.
up to you. Oh, Ash.
Ash is my humble suggestion.
For a
Ash?
horse.
I do like Ash.
Let's go! Eventually, we would reach back home when it was finally sundown. Now I went over to my queen to ask what her next orders were, as we were just a new kingdom and we needed some things to do. And my first task was to mine coal.
Oh, we need coal. We need coal for the refinery.
There's
Of course, madam. I
This
shall fetch you
cave,
some
might I
coal.
say, is terrible.
for the queen.
And so, of course, I went the opposite direction and decided to do my own thing.
Anyway, I'm gonna go get diamonds.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that too.
Survivor, I'm gonna join you.
Yay! Alright, guys. Together, the three of us, the three lads, are going to
Just the three of us.
we
can make it if we
try. Just the three
Just the
of us.
three of us.
And this would be the story how I met my two best friends for the event. Me, Honored Walker, and Stevosaurus were now a trio set off to go and serve the Green Kingdom. We would begin walking over to the Diamond Island, chatting about completely random stuff that doesn't have any relevancy to the plot. However, we were just having a really good time. Nah, Loki, Ash is the fastest horse. You guys are both so
honestly,
slow.
yeah.
You know, mate, if you call me slow one more time, I'm gonna have to beat your head in.
Shut up.
I'll bust ye, Hagrid.
Oh my god. We got an American, a British, and a Scottish guy. Wow, what a
God,
trio.
this is the link up of the century.
The three of us, also known as the link up of the century with the American, Scottish guy, and British man, all headed over to the Diamond Island where we would eventually reach the diamond spawning chest. Oh.
What's up, brother?
I have uncut diamonds. Oh, coins too? We just chill? Is that what we
Guys,
do?
I've got bad news. You
What's
can't make boats. There's no ice boating.
No!
That's actually so upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Guys, I
Wait,
have 11 silver coins, 6
So-
uncut
s-
diamonds.
so how do we upgrade our generator?
Dude, I don't
This
think this is
isn't
Bed
bed-
Wars. The generator produced uncut diamonds, which you would eventually smelt in a special furnace. But we sat here for a good minute, and we weren't really getting that many diamonds, and so we figured we would find something to do to distract us from the time. So we decided to walk back to the home base, but eventually got distracted by a giant cave that was nearby, and so we went mining inside of it. We would probably spend about 30 minutes here mining coal and yapping about how the queen needed coal. After our small little mining trip, we headed back up to the surface and ran on the bridge where we came across Naome's. I went to go and talk to my old enemy, and somehow Stev fell through the tiniest crack and fell straight into the poisonous water and died. I have literally no idea how this happened, and so because of this, we had to cut our conversation short with Neomaze and head back to Green Kingdom, where we would meet Stev shortly after his death.
Close. Very, very
I was
close.
1 second away.
I am
1 second away from
so
saving
shocked.
you.
Bro,
Piece of food.
yeah, honestly, I don't know if you heard my final words. I very quietly uttered, "Please give the queen coal." And then
And after all of that, we finally delivered the coal to the queen.
Start farming.
My queen!
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 You are so
Queen!
cool.
We
I
have
give you
coal!
the
We
coal.
have coal!
the queen,
Oh, beautiful, the
queen.
queen!
have
For
the
the
diamonds,
queen!
the
Oh,
diamonds.
splendid, the queen!
the splendid
Oh my
queen.
goodness!
diamonds
Oh,
and the
queen.
silver
Oh, amazing!
Oh my
the
goodness!
queen!
Once we get gold, you all get a gold star.
Yeah! We would briefly celebrate our first successful mission. Despite its, incidents, we were still pretty successful and made the queen very happy, and so we asked for our next assignment.
Put your services to work working on a farm.
Yes, my
Come
queen.
on,
Yes, my
whatever the queen
queen.
desires.
What-
Whatever the queen
whatever
desires.
And so we got to work on the farm in a very unique kind of way.
Splendid
Thy
show.
royal
Make
honor
the
guard
farm,
queen.
lads. The farm
The
needs to
farm
have
for
been made
queen.
yesterday.
The farm for the queen.
The
Get us
farm
some
should have been
water.
made yesterday. What are we on about?
Oh, and
Let's
Create
expand the farm.
Build for the queen.
Help
build
her
for
expand the
queen.
farm for the queen.
Oh,
Sorry, good sir. Sorry, I do get a bit excited.
For the queen.
You have buckets, thank God.
For the queen.
Buttons for the city for the queen.
We continued this for the queen rant for about another 30 minutes to about an hour, messing around, just obtaining some frickin' seeds until our dumb brains got distracted by a cave that was nearby, and because we needed iron for armor, we were now mining. And so now our tomfoolery has now transitioned into the caves.
I survived the Battle of the Greys. I will not die here.
We survived. We survived World War One. We survived the Great War.
We survived the Great War in the trenches. A rat bit off my foot. I will not die here.
We survived the War of the Greys. We will not perish to these insolent fools.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure these zombies are scarier than the Grey Team.
Yeah. Honestly,
No, you
like,
Whoa, wait, guys, this cave is massive. It's
you know what else is massive?
What else is massive?
Low feed.
We took the time mining the iron to find out what kind of items we could actually make, and we easily discovered that armor was a lot more difficult to craft, and weapons had an extra step where we needed a hilt in order to make these special little medieval weapons. But in the meantime, I created an iron pickaxe. I also just had a bit of iron to create tier 1 armor. I look amazing. Because in this event, medieval armor has stages, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, and tier 3 is the best you could possibly get, but each and every one of them is more expensive as you go up, and we'll try to get to that later on in the video. But in the meantime, the queen still needed more ores.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Okay, fair.
I thought the Scottishmen killed their enemies with their bare hands.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
don't
the
know.
thing. We usually fight with our balls out, but in this case, it's chilly.
After a good amount of more mining ores, we would eventually come across a suspicious lava pool, which was weird because we're not supposed to have lava near this place. We then did a bit more exploring to find out that this cave led into the other island, which was the Lava Island. We then proceeded to do a little bit of exploring of the area before doing the business decision of leaving, because the food we had basically run out at this point, and we were gonna need more, otherwise we were gonna starve here. And we can do this the old-fashioned way.
We could just put her up.
Yeah,
But that would be boring, and the queen doesn't like boring people, now do they?
And we water run!
Oh my god!
After avoiding the most terrifying encounter of water in my entire life, we then mined back up to the surface to head back to Green Kingdom, where we would reunite with the Green Kingdom members. I have 18 seed for the queen, and you're telling me it's supposed to fit in this?
I do believe
Queen!
the
Queen!
The Queen!
Hello, the
Queen!
I do believe we should be. I do believe we should be making a larger farm down in the plains next to the large.
Iron for the Queen! Gunpowder for the Queen! Redstone for the Queen!
Gunpowder.
Boots for
Iron
the
for the
Queen!
Queen, redstone for
An
the
eye
Queen,
for the
gunpowder
Queen.
for the Queen,
My lord.
Blocks for the
coal for
Queen!
the Queen,
My goodness.
Blocks, sticks for the Queen!
shabby shoes for the
A
Queen,
banner for the Queen!
What in the world?
a piece of
I'm so
cobblestone
scared
for the
right
Queen.
now. I'm so scared right now.
Did we do a good job, Queen?
You did a wonderful job.
You've done well.
DJ was so proud of our efforts that she would actually grant us the right to claim the land of the Diamond Island. She wanted us to bring the main team diamonds as well as fortify the place. And it's only been a day, and I basically have ranked up to a point where I own my own colony. I have now gone from a simple peasant to a knight of the mud table. My future was now brighter than ever, and now I had endless possibilities to make this kingdom truly soar. Eventually though, before leaving for the Diamond Island, where I would call home, I decided to make just a little bit of bread, as the starving situation at Green Team was very real and extremely annoying. After that, I then headed on over with the Knights of the Mud Table, which would be me, Stev, and Honored Walker. Upon arriving, we realized that we really needed to address the starving situation. We tried to set up a small farm nearby, but knew that that wasn't going to work. We tried fishing, and that didn't work. But then we remembered what exactly was under the icy lake.
Wait, Survivor, are you dying or not?
No.
Wait, what? You should
Help!
die.
Lads!
Wait, we don't die? What the hell?
What is he doing under there?
Kelp, my friend!
I'm
Kelp!
collecting kelp?
Kelp food!
Oh, kelp, that's a fantastic idea.
3 of us were now going to survive solely off of kelp. I would spend the entire day in my new homeland doing all of the following. I created a full set of the armor and even upgraded it later on. I'm dripped up too! I then worked on the walls by chopping down spruce trees, and I wanted to create almost a Viking style wall type, which was going to take a lot of wood because this place was huge and this was going to be a multi-day project. We would then end off the day by meeting a few more knights. Next, Positive Error and Grandio were now going to join the Knights of the Mud Table. For now, things were looking up. The beginning of day 2 was very simple. I started off by finishing collecting all of the diamonds before heading home straight to the diamond smelter, where I would now get diamonds that I can use for armor and tools. While I was there were a few members from Grey Team who were kind of just there, so they don't need an important introduction, and then a giant snail carrying mail had showed up out of nowhere. DJ would then read the letter, and then I decided to talk to her, as I had no idea what was going on.
We have confirmed aid in the case of.
Did I put it in the
anything
wrong
from
spot?
2 separate kingdoms.
You
I have sent.
Oh,
protags
sorry.
strongly
I
worded
am new to
proposal.
signing.
Uh-oh. Who were the two kingdoms we're trying to avoid?
There you go.
Blue and gold.
Blue and gold, or both?
I'm
confused on the situation, my queen.
They
you.
seem to be infuriated because of the amount of land that we possess. However, that doesn't make any sense.
I've been googling that is what the kids call a skill issue.
Exactly. And considering how Trico has the exact same amount of land as we do, I don't understand why we.
Would you like
are
your
the ones being
title
targeted on
included?
this.
I think.
Yes.
Other than the fact
And
that,
that would be
they may
First
see us
Lady?
as pushovers. However,
I guess just lady.
We
You'll-
shall not bow
Lady
down
Ghost
to
Tomato?
tyranny, my queen.
we shan't.
Through my brief conversation, I created the tier 3 armor with the diamonds I'd obtained, and I also created a diamond Katzburglar. I don't know what the heck that says, but you get the idea. And then I was then given orders by the queen herself to mine cobblestone for the kingdom, and so me and a couple of the Knights of the Mud Table had mined a bunch of cobblestone for a good amount of time. While we were down here for a little bit, Honored Walker had told me the stories of when he went on a world tour with Positive Error. Apparently the two of them went around and saw multiple kingdoms, but it also kind of angered a few of the other kings. He hoped that it wasn't going to cause any further problems, but I mean, he kind of did trespass, so yeah, I don't really know what's going to happen to him. Hopefully nothing terrible. But he did also say that our builders definitely needed to pick up the hustle because their other builds were way cooler than ours. And honestly, he's not wrong. After I mined about 3 stacks of cobblestone, I went looking for DJ to go and drop off all of the load that I collected, but I couldn't find her, and instead, I found the entirety of Red Team that just showed up on our shores and were waiting to discuss trade with DJ.
Change your name tag to Gaming Sam Crimson.
Is that Dread Mask the King?
Look.
Oh
Not
my
this guy.
gosh.
Sam, look. Is that 12 Survivor?
Oh, okay, I forgot you.
12 Survivor. What is
Sam,
his
come here.
nickname?
Hello, hello.
Take your helmet off so they can see us.
Oh,
The
yes.
people up there.
Yes, hello.
Whoa, nice hat, dude.
Thank
That's awesome.
you, thank you. It was inspired by the marsh.
Did you
That's actually
skin
adorable.
a frog to wear that?
So eventually DJ would show up, and her and Dreadmask would discuss trading, mostly about diamonds and gold. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really paying attention. I was more of paying attention to the red subscribe button you could be pressing.
I'm so sorry.
But on a more serious note, the trading discussions went well, and this was actually the first time I would interact with an important human being until a few minutes later. Trading had finally ended, and Red Team had finally left, and so I went back up to the surface to collect more of the diamonds I had smelted, and then I ran into probably the biggest jerk of jerks, the king of Gold Team, Protagonist.
There, peasant, I seek thy queen.
Okay,
If
if you follow me, I don't know if you came from this way already, but I think the queen usually is... Oh, there she is. Wait, this way. My queen, you have visitors! Yeah,
Oh,
we have visitors.
Good eve, Queen DJ. I am
Good
here
evening, Protagonist.
once again.
As soon as Protag placed down this freaking flag, I took it as an insult. He put this flag on our land. A flag that says, I don't care and I belittle you. A flag that says, screw you. An insult. My eyes were basically bleeding looking at this flag, and immediately with it planted, I knew the kind of person Protagonist was, and I knew he was going to be a problem later on. I looked at him with pure hatred, knowing there's only a little thing I could do at this moment, and so I placed our own flag. And heck, I didn't do it once, I did it twice. Before we eventually moved to the official trading discussion session that DJ had created. And this is where the big talk finally began to happen. Protag was here to discuss 2 matters. One of them being about Honored Walker and Positive Error, because remember the world tour they told us about earlier? Well, Protag wasn't too happy about that. But the second part, we were not prepared for.
As you see on our world map, there are enough territories for each kingdom to have 4 territory. Now, there are 2 kingdoms with 3 and 2 with 5. It appears that thou art one with 5. Myself, and on behalf of my alliance I share with the eastern and some southern kingdoms, we wish to ask you be willing to favorably trade one of thine territories freely and fairly for a currency to either blue or gold team.
Protag made his point. He stood with the entire Eastern Alliance, which consisted of him, blue, and red. The entire east side of the entire land. Now, he wanted DJ to give up one of her pieces of land to give to the Eastern Alliance, which would equal the amount of land each kingdom has. However, that puts the Eastern Alliance right in our back door, which from a military standpoint is not good if you're actually going to go to war with someone. And saying no could lead to the entire Eastern Alliance right on our doorstep. And DJ was not wanting to give up the land, as we had fought for it, and she wants to do what's best for her people and in her people's interest. So to stall the discussion, DJ claims that she wants the legendary item, which she would then give our land for. Of course, that's a very impossible price, as the legendary weapon is super rare, and the East are going to need it. And with that response, Protagonist would leave, saying goodbye to Emerald, who ended up showing up, and he said he would discuss to the Eastern Alliance about this before heading on his boat and leaving, all while I watched in the distance.
Beast, bro. East. Nah, we ain't pushing over like that. Bro. The East, bro.
Bro, I didn't even do anything.
Oh my god, bro.
I didn't even do anything, dog.
We need
British, are you in trouble, good sir?
I am.
It appears the Queen is not happy with you.
I then went back up to discuss with DJ about the whole Eastern Alliance and working with Protagonist ordeal. However, she was busy with the Emerald Lords, so instead I went searching for the second in command, Flowerwist. And it would be here where I would tell her my feelings about the whole situation.
I know I am lower, but as someone of my skill, I don't think it's a good idea for us to take that deal with the East.
I told Flowerwist that I hated the East, and I hated how they acted towards their own kingdom. I believed that the Eastern Alliance was taking this opportunity to see how we would bend to their demands. I felt like if we gave this land up, not only were we giving the Eastern Alliance a military advantage, but we were also showing them that we were easily pushed over. However, the way Protagonist was responding to the entire situation deeply concerned Flowerwist and DJ, and they were both worried that if they denied it, the whole Eastern Front would come upon us. Tricolor, Protag, Will... Yeah, sure, they're all cringe. Sure, they came in swinging. But I think this is the perfect opportunity for us to show them why we're a kingdom, why we own these lands, how we got these lands. Because I don't know about you, but I lost a lot of blood fighting that fight.
We did do a little bit of slaughter.
We had lost people. We had blood spilled. I almost died 3 times. I don't want to just hand it over. Even if it comes at a price, I would rather hand it over at the price of my own life than just give it to him. Flowerwist would then say how we needed the money, but to be honest, I see our kingdom half built. I think we kind of needed the resources. I think you need to think a little more above beyond than just the gold, the coins, right? The Flint Island is useless. You're giving it up for coins when... Honestly, do coins even work? Like, who uses coins, bro? Like, I ain't gonna lie.
We have not used it for trading so far.
Yeah, see, so, like, I think, the move...
Hello.
Hello, Positive. We're discussing the future. I feel like if you do decide to go for the price thing, raise it up a little bit. They're a little eager to have an outpost.
Oh, no, we're going to milk them for all they're worth.
Yeah, milk them for every bit. But I would rather... honestly, would you guys be willing to just... if you found out that we just gave an island to the Eastern Alliance of all people, would you be happy?
Not particularly, Mr. American, no.
See, so they aren't. You aren't happy.
I will speak to DJ.
I think you should speak to DJ about it. We're gonna work on. I think we'll probably work on that bridge. After my very productive conversation with Flowerwist, I would eventually go off to find DJ, where I worded the exact same thing to her.
So you've all brought up incredibly valid points, and I really appreciate your input. I don't want to be a pushover here, and you guys are... You're smart, you're capable, and I really appreciate you putting your thoughts forward, because I was honestly going to be good with the legendary item, but after some more outward perspectives, I think you're totally right. We should probably not do that.
By a miracle, we managed to convince the Queen to not take the trade with the Eastern Alliance, putting our foot down and showing them that we are in fact a kingdom and we will not be shoved by force. After that, I then grabbed a horse, which I nicknamed Stallion. Me and Honored Walker then headed over to the Diamond Island, where it was here we would begin refortifying the base, making it bigger, stronger, and making it just a tad bit fancy with the way we were going to build the walls, all while collecting diamonds in the process. It was here while I was rebuilding the base where I was interrupted by the arrival of Queen DJ, who had arrived to actually collect a few diamonds, but also she had a mission that she wanted to go on, and she wanted to bring someone.
Awesome.
We had help with the tower. We're working on just adding a final little arrow for the little archers to go on to.
Wonderful.
Then we're gonna outline it with stone and snow.
Perfect.
What brings the queen out here?
I just made a supply cart, so I thought I'd come by and collect a bunch of the stone from the excavation work to bring to the workers. I
Alrighty.
do have to hurry because I have to be at Trico's base soon. If you'd like to come with.
I'll come with you.
I accepted the work to go with DJ to Tricolor's base to go and discuss some possible peace terms or even an allyship. We then got on the horse, and then I found myself pulling her on a cart the entire way, which is not what I had in mind, but I mean, at least it's something. We would then stop by the dock and place down a boat where I would ride the boat and DJ would drive. Which honestly is kind of terrifying, but I figured we would let her do it. I was scared. We then took the boat all the way over to Purple's base, where we would eventually finally reach the front, wanting to go and talk to Tricolor. We would talk to the people for a little bit at first, but then finally Tricolor would show up, and he seemed in a bit of a worry and a bit of a hurry as well.
Let's get it down now. We're expecting an attack.
Oh,
Okay.
you are?
Well,
No, I didn't mean to attack my
are you
sword!
aware of the current situation? Guys, I'll deal with DJ. I'll keep you updated. Just keep right. Follow me, gang.
Tricolor then brought us aside to discuss his dire situation and that he wanted to ally. And so, we created the first official ally neighbor of Green Team.
Now, we've been attacked thrice by the Grey Kingdom, and we're currently expecting an attack as we have taken some political hostages.
Oh!
As part of the attack.
If you don't mind me asking, who do you have hostage?
Was left behind.
These people had hostages. They were keeping 2 people prisoner, SBF-8 and Naomes, who I had fought earlier. And the 2 of them hopefully were treated well. I didn't really go see them yet. I know the Geneva Convention wasn't created around the medieval times, so let's just hope that they would be treated kindly. Eventually, though, I did talk to Tricolor to discuss maybe now would be a good time to discuss the alliance. Tricolor said that since we were both not fans of the East, he would consider heavily allying with us, agreeing to meet DJ 30 minutes later to go into details about our alliance. But with the dire situation looming over our head, Tricolor would invite us inside.
No.
It sounds like you have quite a situation
I would like,
to handle.
if anything, I would like you to come inside my castle briefly, if you'd like to.
Saw, we need to get inside now. We have ships incoming.
I see.
Oh,
Everyone
we should
inside.
probably
My queen, stay by my side. I'm your personal guard. This could get hairy.
Everyone inside. Everyone inside now.
One survivor.
Get inside, my
There are
souls.
singular chairs in hotel rooms.
Everyone right to left.
Be
Oh,
careful.
yeah, down here.
Oh, wait,
Down
what?
here.
Destroy these defenses.
Down here.
Destroy these,
Yeah.
My queen, do you have armor?
Not that.
I do have armor, no worries.
Please put it on.
Hello. DJ! DJ!
Where are the ships coming from?
DJ!
Naomes!
We are not torturing
No, please.
They took
Please, I
me
think-
inappropriately!
I think we should step away from the prisoners. I think
It became very chaotic in only a few minutes, and it was around a few minutes later where me and DJ realized we didn't really want to be here.
We gotta get back to our own kingdom. I don't wanna be here for their war.
Yeah, should we
This ain't our war.
Is it
Yeah,
okay
I'm
for
gonna-
let's get out of here, gang.
No, what do you need?
Lord Tricolor, I believe this is
It's time for us to
It's
go.
time for us to leave.
Don't even bother. I tried to give them food and
You're,
then they tried to kill me.
You're off
I didn't.
accepted
I
as to
didn't,
an alliance.
remember?
I'll speak with you in half an hour.
We'll
come
speak
over.
about it. We'll bring you to
Good
the mud
luck. I
table.
wish you luck.
Safe
Just a
travel.
reminder,
queen.
Geneva Convention is a
Guys,
thing.
look how
Treat
good
your
it
prisoners with respect.
My queen, this way, my queen.
Are we going this way? Are
Yes,
we
we're going this
way?
way. Go,
Make
go,
it
go.
please, Karen.
And so with that, we then sprinted for our lives all the way back to the boat, fearing that a whole army could come out of nowhere and intercept the two of us and absolutely murk us. We then eventually got to the boat and boated all the way back home. It was finally time for me to relax for a minute, so I smelted all of the uncut diamonds in my inventory, and then I went to the somewhat finished bridge that Positive Error and his little gang had created, where I hung out with them for a few minutes. We would shake our tushies at the entire purple team, I would be pushed off into the poisoning water, and then I finally explained the story to them. Let me explain the story. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hold on.
So
hold on.
me and DJ were going over to.
Who are they warring against?
Just hurry. Just finish it in
So
like
me
40
and
seconds.
DJ were.
After messing with them, Positive Error would actually show me this trap he created.
Yes.
Am
Like
I,
on these monster
wait,
cobblestone
wait.
blocks,
Am I gonna
please.
die? Am I gonna die?
No,
No,
you won't. This
no.
won't kill you.
No, it won't.
I
kill you.
lied. Lied.
So.
Don't worry, I'm here, bro. Right?
I need my level.
Take his food.
No.
Take everything he has.
No, guys, no.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that trap was pretty impressive. I just hope we use it on some actual enemies in the future. After I finally left that little hole, I did a few more discussing with some team members just to catch up with everybody before finally heading to the Diamond Island again, which was basically my home at this point, and I went with the British man. But you see, then the craziest thing happened. As I was going to the Diamond Island, a interesting message popped up in chat.
Oh, I see why they did that.
Or how are we
Wait.
supposed to get in there, bro, with the horses?
Are we going to? Wait, are we going to go to that? Wait, that's so close.
What?
The legendary weapon.
Um.
That's 500 blocks that way.
Let's get it. Let's go. 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 Go.
A legendary weapon would be insane for the green team, so we ran back to the Diamond Island to go and collect the final bits of diamonds, put them in private chests, as well as grab the Scottish man. We would end up regrouping with all the knights as they all went to the Diamond Island because that is where they knew we were, and so we all rode off to Grey Team, who was creating a small little fortress around where the legendary weapon was spawning, seeing us coming in from the distance. And as soon as we jumped in, we immediately began swinging.
Okay, I'll leave you guys to it.
Fuck. Sorry. Put the water out. Put water.
Ah, GG's.
Yes. All right, we're here.
We would literally massacre the grade members that were here, and we had the point to ourselves for a good minute until more players began to show up, and one of them being the entirety of Aqua Team.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to him.
Chino and
about
Dino. Buzz, we talked to him.
All right,
10 minutes. I'm gonna start a 10-minute timer then.
Positive.
Hello.
Hello, one survivor.
Hello.
It's Dino and Chino.
We're not gonna touch you guys. Don't worry. Y'all are okay. But
Oh, it's
we
blue.
are
You guys are
request.
sure.
We are kind of
Cyan, you guys are good. Yeah.
Cappuccino.
Papa
What's the deal with you guys in gray?
Oh,
We just like
they kind
Well,
of.
we wanted the legendary weapon. It's how life works.
I suppose.
And
That
But
makes
we have
sense.
nothing against you, so we do not.
Do
plan
you
on
happen to
attacking
have
you at all.
an?
Guys.
People.
Bind.
Okay, lock in.
Chino, be a good boy. Chino, be a good boy.
Oh my God!
at this very moment, Red Team was coming from our south, while Aqua Team was coming from the other direction. Both of them a super good amount of people. And so while my teammates held back Red Team, I went over to go and hold back Aqua Team, basically by myself, doing one of the best things I know how to, talking.
Hello, Aqua. Hello.
Right
Hello.
here.
Hello.
Hello.
I have a
Hi.
question. I have a question.
Yes. What's your
We
question?
have no ill intent with you. We are here just because we're just. Are you allies with Purple?
We've never even
Never
talked to
even
them.
talked
They're
to
like
them.
the
Okay.
few people. They're
Well,
like
let
the
me-
one team that hasn't talked to us.
So we heard from Purple Team that Gray has been committing atrocities upon that team.
What?
Yeah, they have two prisoners. One was SB,
I did my best to try and distract them for as long as possible away from the legendary weapon. However, this wouldn't work, and they would walk right past me. Because I wasn't going to go against an entire army, I was just going to let them come on through. They then came and began talking to my fellow team members, including the Scottish man, until finally we began coming up with a couple of ideas of things that we wanted to trade for the legendary weapon location and legendary weapon itself.
Could really use this legendary weapon. Is there any way we can work out a trade?
Slime balls for it.
A lot of slime balls. A lot of
We
slime
do
balls.
control the slime
And
balls.
lapis, and lapis, and lapis.
And lapis.
Lots of good amount of
That's
lapis.
up to our warlord, not us.
We're already on
where's
friendly
Papa?
terms.
right
I
here.
don't
Quiet
see
down.
why we
Listen.
can't.
Yeah, we don't.
Let's,
yeah, we
barter
can
after
let's let the
we
leader
weapon.
speak. Papa
We
and
took
Steph.
control of it.
Stev is
All right.
not.
Why have I been put as a leader?
Who's the leader?
That's fine, Stev, I got you.
Survivor. Step over, bro.
Alright,
Not
listen,
Survivor, no.
You've been doing the
Hey,
most
shut
talking,
up,
bro.
shut up. Okay, listen.
Hey,
Alright.
green team, have you spoke with red team that's over there
Max,
peeking at us?
Alright.
No, but if they keep pushing up, they're gonna die.
Quiet! Quiet.
back
Oh
up.
my god,
telling
bro.
him to come
Yo,
back.
back.
I'm telling him to come back.
I like the idea of...
Mass, come back.
I like you guys. I like Aqua Team. I don't have anything against you guys. I've heard great
We
things
like
about
you.
Aqua Team.
He's doing what you told
I
him to
think
do.
we can
Great.
easily
That way-
have a
that way-
conversation
That's
about
not
this
what's-
weapon. We need
Nice.
lapis. You have lapis. We will draw our troops for the lapis and slime balls.
I
given
don't know,
to
bro.
us.
After I told Aqua Team where we stood, we pulled ourselves aside to have a more private conversation where Aqua Team would tell me where they stood.
Here's where we stand. We are not willing to trade away our lapis at this time. And frankly, I feel like we would benefit more from a diamond trade for the slime balls. I know I spoke with Positive Error about
We are
something.
working on that kind of deal actually. I have back at the diamond base.
So,
We wanted to hear from DJ about that deal, didn't we?
while the legendary weapon is very enticing, I see you all have got here and will not let it go without a fight or a fair trade.
It was at that very moment I watched as Aqua members pulled out their swords. Fearing the ending of the West Alliance that I dreamed of, I had to come up with something, or otherwise I was about to be jumped by the entire Aqua Team, and everything I had worked for would be done right here. I needed to come up with something crafty, something entertaining, and then I figured it out. I figured out a way to prevent all-out war. Has been wanting to meet with Gumrock and Tricolor to discuss a three-way alliance between us. Now look, if we get the legendary weapon,
We know.
why not? Why not? We make it a game. We could have this chat with our actual leaders. One of us gets it. Our team was
Yo,
here
Emma's pushing up,
first,
Emma's pushing up,
so
Emma's
we
pushing up.
could hold on to it. However, if it's you hold on to it or we hold on to it, we'll put it on our word that we hold a jousting competition for it in the end.
That sounds like a very fun idea.
I like that idea.
And just like that, my plan had worked. Aqua Team was not going to attack us, as now there was a jousting match between us if we got the legendary weapon. And we even threw Gray Team into the mix with us as well, and we all excluded Red Team. If they tried anything, we were going to kill them. We then sat around the little respawn thing, wondering when it was going to fall and when we were going to get the weapon. While we waited, I distracted most of Gray and Aqua Team by creating a signable document where I put my name down. We then eventually decided to leave because we were gonna give the weapon to Gray, but little did everyone know, Positive Error was able to snatch the weapon, and I used my gaslighting skills to prevent anyone from knowing that we had the weapon, and we went away. And although I signed a document, I am not in a position of power. I'm basically a nobody, so my word actually means nothing. However, holding a jousting match also could have been pretty cool, and honestly, I would have been excited for it. And so we went back to the kingdom to relay the information about us getting the legendary weapon to DJ, and we celebrated, and little did we know what the next day had in store for us. You see, the beginning of the day started pretty normally. I said hi to DJ, and I talked to her for a little bit, and then I headed back to the Diamond Island, as I really wanted to fortify this place in case it was attacked in the future, and so I began mining cobblestone and outlining the wooden walls, almost complete
with my original plan of making a wood, stone, and snow outline. And I'm not gonna lie, this thing was looking pretty awesome at this point, and I was extremely proud of its creation. And eventually, though, while I was building this, enjoying my peace, I was interrupted by my friends arriving to me in a hurry.
So, like, we need to unify. It's just the...
Survivor, get in.
Why?
Tricolor's being attacked. We're going to help him.
Oh, well, CUSB, go!
We then booked it back to Green Team, knowing that time was shortened. We needed to get back so we could plan a way how we were going to take on the war that was coming our way. The entire Eastern Alliance was going to fall upon Purple's Gate, and only us at this current time were confirmed to help them, as we sent out letters to Aqua and Gray for them to come and back up our team. My first job was to combine the bridge to connect the Green Team and the Purple Team, so getting troops across could be a lot easier, and I managed to do this with a little bit of help. After that, I chased down DJ to ask for what my next task should be.
I don't know.
Alright.
DJ, I'm
Yes. What's going on?
I have to inform you that the bridge has been completed and is fully connected.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Are we still...
I need iron and string to start making bigger and better boats.
Iron and string? Okay. Do you want me to run to the diamond aisle to grab what's there and bring
Yes,
back?
please.
Okay.
You're welcome to use Ash if you can find her. I don't know where she's gone.
I can come with you.
All right. Let's go grab something. Let's borrow one of the
I'm so
buildings.
sorry, Tristan. I was supposed to help Tristan build this wall, and I built like a tiny little bit, then dug a bunch of calcite, and then just stopped.
You should have seen.
And just went and did
my
other
God,
things,
bro. You should have seen what I've been doing to the diamond base, bro. I don't know if you've been.
Dude, I saw the wood. I don't know if you've added anything else. I haven't been there. For
I
a
added
while,
stone, bro.
Though. Oh my days.
It doesn't look as nice. All right, get on.
It
We're gonna
doesn't gotta
borrow.
look
We're gonna
good,
borrow
man.
this horse again. Thank you.
Please be careful.
We will.
You just.
It'll
just took damage. What do
It'll
you
be
mean?
okay.
It'll heal. It'll heal.
We can't kill this horse, bro.
I have an extra saddle, bro. I have two. We might have to help out another one.
Nah, this one's fast. I like this one. That's why I stole it again. I used it earlier. I connected the bridges, so I figured we might as well just borrow it.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
Me and Positive Arrow were simply going to the Diamond Island to collect diamonds, but then we were interrupted by something that was extremely weird.
Got like very EBI. We didn't do any fighting for 2 days. Then we got obliterated on the first fight.
I know, right?
So
excuse me?
What do you think you're doing?
Yeah. Are you serious?
So for some reason, a Gray team member decided to destroy the only bridge connecting Green and Gray, and so me and Positive Arrow chased this man down.
Where'd he go, bro?
Where'd he go?
Oh, there he is. I see him.
Go.
Yo. Hey, get over here. Hey, we're faster. This horse. Oi. Hey, hold.
What do you think you're doing? Hey, don't stop. Stop right. You're gonna start. He's gonna suffocate.
Oh,
Stop.
yeah. Stop. Come up here right now.
What are you doing, man?
Fire! Dude.
I'm kind of wasting my fire.
All right, we're.
Oh well.
All right. All right, bro. He might have been.
So that happened. We then went back to the Diamond Isle to go and collect our diamonds, and we were gonna address what just happened a little bit later.
Door?
Yeah, natural door too. All right, we're here for the diamonds. Let's grab this John. Oh my God.
Oh, oh my days. Yo, yeah, maybe we don't go to Gray.
Yeah, we can go to Gray. Let's actually, cause this horse is so damn fast, we can go back to DJ, drop the diamonds off, get DJ approval. Cause look.
DJ approval is crazy, bro.
Well, look, bro.
Mom, can we go to Gray?
Oh my God, bro. Mom. Gray broke the bridge. I'm gonna go talk to him.
Oh my God, you have to say that. Please.
Mom. Green needs to be put into timeout. We then headed back to Green Team, stopping by to get positive errors on horse, making the bridge look a little bit better, and then on the way back, we probably came up with the best idea that we had possibly could have come up with. Bro, they're so fast. Yo, I don't think the builder needs this horse, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, we make lances? Do we make lances?
Oh my god, imagine.
Oh my god, that'd be so gas if the whole gang got lances, got on horses, and rode into battle.
Wait, when they charge in, we get on the horses.
That'd be so good,
Ooh.
dude.
Oh, I like that.
Yo,
I like
actually
that
think
though.
we should. I actually think we should. We have a bunch of diamonds. We can make diamond lances.
Yes. We now had the current plan to do a full-on cavalry charge into the giant mass of the Eastern Alliance that was going to be formed when they sieged Purple Team. We then went over to Flowerus to discuss everything that had happened and even asked for us to go and visit Grey Team, which she said no, but I mean, she wasn't going to stop me. And so the entire Knights of the Mud Table were now heading to Grey Team to go and discuss politics. Which, I mean, 5 guys on, like, knights and horses does not look good if you're just chilling. We have questions.
Nomino. You look familiar.
Listen, Nomino, we have quarrels with
We're not
thy
jumping you,
king.
chill.
We're not fighting.
Nomino, we're
We
not
just want to
fighting
chat.
you.
We're not here for fighting.
Can I kill him now?
I told
No.
you bringing 5
no.
people look bad.
Alright, let's go.
I'm not here right now.
All right,
We're
well,
not
we're gonna
here
go talk
for-
to your king peacefully. Oh God, bro, where is this team, bro?
Go away, bro.
Cut him off! Cut him
Cut
off!
him. Get him.
Hey, listen up, listen.
Why?
listen.
We're literally doing
Hey,
nothing.
no, we want to talk. SB,
SB, get him.
It's literally
SB,
SB.
no, we just want to talk.
SB,
bro.
talk.
Yeah, you
SB.
guys are chasing.
SB,
We're
SB,
we
no,
wanna
we want to
talk.
talk. We want to
You're running
talk.
away.
We want to stop.
Stop
SB,
Come here.
SB, stop running. I gave you diamonds
Come
earlier.
here, little buddy. Come here, little buddy.
So I think you get the point. We looked pretty terrifying. I mean, we're Green Team's like best fighters all together. So any Gray Team member who's just chilling is going to poop their pants a little bit. But eventually we would finally find ourselves at the front gates of Gray Team. Honored Walker! Honored Walker, get
shut the
out of
door,
there.
bro.
Leave.
y'all.
Emerald, please.
we wanna
Everyone,
talk, we
off
wanna
the-
talk,
we want to talk. We want to talk. I have
Talk.
Okay, so we were casually going, walking by, and we witnessed one of your members blow up a bridge, and we are asking, why would you do that? Why would you blow up the bridge?
What?
Okay, so in my defense, that was a plan for a later date, but now things have drastically changed. That was a hour 1 type issue. Now we're currently in hour 2, so
Okay.
that was kind of a miscommunication on my behalf.
I decided to take that response with a grain of salt. You see, I didn't really trust Gray, because what they did is extremely fishy, and I did not like that they did that. However, Emerald Lord would shift the conversation to bring something into the other light about the future battle that was coming shortly, giving us some good news about what we were going to need to know. However, it wasn't the good news I was hoping for.
I have contacted DJ, and has she filled you in on the plan?
No.
There's
no. One issue. No.
Okay, the plan is, I'll explain to you the plan, okay? And this is important, you need to listen.
Alright,
This is
everyone,
important.
shut up! We need to listen.
Hey, don't yell at me.
There's no Subway Surfers. Pay attention, guys.
Okay, here's the plan is this. So, do not attack me for this, but this is the plan. As it stands,
Exactly.
Everyone stop punching each other for 5 minutes.
No!
Like dealing with children.
Okay, the plan as I have sent to your queen is this. The plan is we, on the grey side, are going to be joining with protagonist team in order to attack the purple. However, we are going to basically mess the entire thing up from the inside. We are going to be incredibly incompetent, breaking siege machines, accidentally shooting our friends. Wink,
So,
wink.
like you already are.
Alright.
Yes. Basically, we're just going to be method acting.
Hip him.
Alright. Although I would much rather have Grey Team fighting alongside us, just them helping us is what we're desperately going to need, as Aqua Team has decided to not be involved in the upcoming battle, meaning that it was just going to be Green Team and Purple against the 4 kingdoms of the Eastern Alliance. And I'm not gonna lie, Aqua Team not participating kind of stung a little bit, and with the upcoming battle, there was not going to be a little festival for us to have. Instead, there was going to be a blood festival.
We then headed back to our kingdom, feeling just a slightly bit down because now we knew the odds. 2 kingdoms against 4 kingdoms, it just wasn't going to be pretty, and we knew that. We went back to the kingdom where we reported to Flowerist, telling her that the conversation went great, and then we began working on lances for the green team cavalry. After I finished creating lances for the entire cavalry, I also created some arrows as well, before going off and getting my own horse, and I would name this horse Spots. This horse was doomed to die. We then gathered together, the Knights of the Mud Table, the Green Team Cavalry. We gathered together and discussed what exactly we were going to do when the 4 kingdoms fell upon us, before finally riding off to Purple Team, where we would sit on their walls, preparing for the battle that was going to come for us. While we sat on this wall, a historian would come across us, and we had a few things to tell this man.
Drop down, Honor, drop down and grab one of those horses in front.
There's like 20 in there. I'm gonna grab one of them.
I want. No. Those people's horses. Don't take them. Everyone is feeling today. Yeah. A big battle, of course.
This one.
The Knights of Green are willing to die for Purple, our friends, and for the honor of our family.
Are really hyped to die.
We're ready.
Very excited.
We're ready. We're ready.
They want to die. They think it's,
We will die with a smile.
They think they'll go to Valhalla and die in battle.
Can you guys go just one at a time? It's
We're-
kind of hard to write everything.
We're gonna go down in Valhalla.
That is the whole bit.
Dreeks and Valhalla on me.
Yeah. All right. So a lot of people are eager to die.
Do I know what the sudden urge to just die for Purple Team came from? No, I don't. I don't know why I was so hyped to die for a team I kind of just met. Wartime really gets to your veins, you know? It just makes you want to kill people. Anyways, we stood on this wall screaming taunt, screaming about how we were ready to die, and screaming about all of the people we were going to kill. $3 on the one who kills the historian. We would wave our middle finger and taunt all day long, where we kept our spirits high and the hopes high. Sure, we didn't really have the numbers, and we only had 1 cannon to defend the entire kingdom. We had each other, and that was the best we were going to get. And when the sun finally rose from its slumber, when you looked off into the distance, you could see the armies that were just in front of us. Their armor shined with the enchantments that it had been given, and we looked at them, slightly scared, but still confident in our abilities. It was time, the 2 kingdoms of Green Team and Purple against the Eastern Alliance, and before the battle could happen, the kingdoms of the East decided to come forth with 1 proposal and 1 way out. He gave us the option to surrender, but we only had 1 thing to say to him.
What do we say, gang?
King tried to
No! Get out of here! Ew, get out! Get out of here!
Get out of here!
Spit on thy.
Protagonist, I'm afraid we reject your offer. And if we are to die, we will die standing.
And so we had declined Protagonist's offer, and he began giving a speech about how, even though we were given this option, we declined it, and the blood was going to be on the king and queen's hands, and these words would get to DJ's head, as she didn't want to let her kingdom down, and so she had a small council with Tricolor, but was ultimately convinced that fighting was the best choice of action. And so, there was now going to be war.
Alright, boys, men, women, ladies and gentlemen, hold this point today. Prevent them from breaking the walls. We shall spill our own blood. We will die for each other side by side. They think they can come to your land and take it easy. But what do we say to that? Give them hell, boys.
Protag then came back to see if we changed our mind and that we would give him what he wanted, but instead, we gave him a barrage of arrows.
One down! One down! One down! Good shot! Good job, man!
They're shot me many more. Cannons on fire! They can't pick him up with the shield!
Try,
fire that group! We're progressing!
I hit
I
one!
can't speak English.
wait. We do not charge.
We dead.
Load up.
Heal protect.
Heal protect.
Not a good idea, my friend. Not a good idea.
Get the mortar! Get the mortar! Do not wreck the wall!
I hit one.
Shoot him!
They're watering through the
Yo,
water.
it takes so long to eat food.
They're blowing out the front gate.
Prison
Yes!
They're charging.
Theo's dead.
I hit one.
Do not let them
Play!
out.
People play!
Do not let them wrestle Teo at all. Never let them wrestle Teo. Oh
We will
no.
take you all down.
I'm out of arrows. I'm out of
Did
arrows.
we kill their Teo?
Even though I'd run out of arrows, that was going to be the least of my problems, as the Eastern Alliance had made a full-on front and also made a giant hole in our walls, crashing into Purple Kingdom.
Go in the keep. Do we go in the keep?
Yo,
Jump him. Jump him.
What's happening?
Who's again?
Attack! Oh, Zoteo.
Charge.
The close one, Zoteo.
Positives low. Change positive. Change
Oh
positive.
my. Oh.
Oh no.
I'm back.
They are overextending, please. Punish them.
Positive's not looking good.
Bro.
Just as the sun began to fall underneath the horizon, Green Team and Purple Team began to fall with it.
Bro.
I need you to dig a way out.
No, just leave the horse.
I can't. I don't have water.
We need water.
Drop water.
Get off the water. Swim up. Swim up.
With no other choice, it was time to run.
Horse dead. Horse dead.
Get to one survivor.
No. Yo, dip
We
gang.
need to get to one survivor.
We need to leave.
On the walls.
We need to leave now.
Go, Green Team. Nice, go.
Positive, fight me like a man.
Get on.
I got him.
You cowards!
Get up.
Green Team.
Come here.
We gotta
go.
go.
I'm
Good, man. I'm good. I'll just wait for your teammate to die. Oh, you got rid of my water. I need water.
We're being rushed. Run.
Go. Just go.
Jump
Go
on the-
back to the bed. Oh,
Run!
We then ran straight into the majority of the Purple Team refugees and forced them to go to Green Team so they could stay safe.
Back to green. Back to green. Back
We
to
need
green
water.
now.
Green?
Oh, God, bridge!
Pull back to green. Pull
Go
back
back
to
to the bridge. Hold them on the bridge. Hold them on the bridge.
Open fire!
Golden run. No.
While DJ took Purple Team members over to the Green Base for refugee, me and the Green Knights stayed behind, saving those who were knocked down behind us.
Back to green. Retreat back to
Ready,
green.
kid. Run, kid. Run.
Go, 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 go!
Go.
Get down. Go.
That was a massacre! We didn't stand a chance!
We need aqua, bro. We need aqua.
We need lapis!
Run.
We didn't have any
Run.
armor.
Come on.
Sanctuary! Grandpa's
Everyone in.
sanctuary!
You did
Green,
so
get in. Green, get in. We
well.
hold
You
them.
did
If they
so
push, we
well.
hold them
Come on,
here.
Survivor, come on.
Green, if we hold
Yeah,
them,
they come.
we hold
They're
them
coming
here.
back.
They push
They're
them
coming
back.
back. People who don't have armor, get out of the way!
However, there were still some refugees left behind, and they were being chased by the Eastern Alliance, and even though they were helpless and made it to the bridge, they were hunted down and murdered by the Eastern Alliance members, showing absolutely no mercy, and they would have kept on going, but the Green Knights had managed to keep them away, using our arrows and the small narrowness of the bridge to scare them off.
Knights! Knights!
Refugees, come through here.
Let's go. Come on.
Back up, buddy.
Back up. Get out of here. I don't have arrows, but I'll hold my
Back
shield.
up.
You don't want to do this, Badoof.
Yo, Jumpy Badoo! What is he doing? Jump his ass, bro!
Yes! This guy's here.
We held this point to the best of our ability. We got extremely lucky at multiple points, but also unlucky as Zoteo had killed Stev. But despite the ups and downs, we managed to chase the enemies away. And this time, we chased after them, planning to save as many refugees as we could.
Kill Cones! Kill him! Kill him!
Hey, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around.
Wait, Phobes is a real one.
Get him. Get him up, get him
I'm
up.
resing Phobes, I'm resing Phobes.
I've got a shield. We then went to Purple Kingdom with good intent, but instead were met with the entire hostility of the Eastern Alliance.
Oh my god.
Run, full back, run,
green.
run, full
Nah,
back,
we don't
full
run,
back.
we don't run.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, shit, okay, yo, we can talk. Run. They have slowness arrows.
Run.
Wasn't Gray meant to help us?
Yeah, they just like charged in, bro. Oh no. Yo,
Run.
go.
Go. To the bridge. To the bridge.
Are they chasing? They are.
They're chasing, go.
Oh, dude, no go to that.
Go, troops. Hold the bridge.
Open the gate. Open the gate.
Open the gate.
Open the gate.
Door.
Why is the hole in the door?
No, they're slaughtering the people. The Eastern Alliance sent forth the second wave, killing multiple refugees in the process, chasing after us. A lot of blood was spilled on that bridge. And once again, we were forced to stand our ground, but this time we managed to cause the Eastern Alliance to retreat, and this time we decided to chase after them, with the goal of saving the refugees once again.
Alright.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you guys so
Yeah, who do you think you are?
Brennan, you're dead, buddy. Brennan, you're dead, buddy.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. What do you think? Let's go, guys.
Killing the weak? You don't get away with that.
Hey, buddy.
You were supposed to exit the castle.
Hey, buddy.
You killed the dude.
I did. I pushed it out, dude. I pushed it out.
Oh, B2's body's still down there.
Yo, what a fake
Yo.
Go away.
Yo, we're taking his
What's that guy
stuff.
doing?
Yo, we're taking that dude's stuff.
Back off. Ultimately, that would be the final drops of blood that this battle would finally see. And with the sun finally rising, the war and the battle was over. Purple team had lost, and so did we. The loss was devastating to the Purple Kingdom. We would find DJ, and we would discuss what all had gone down. The knights that wanted to die for the kingdom so badly had all survived. The queen wanted us to stand by her as the four kingdoms of the Eastern Alliance approached to discuss what to do now that the battle was over.
Almost acts like we butchered his entire kingdom.
My good king, Tricolor, and my good queen, DJ the Frog. I most apologize for the mess your base has become here. And I thank thee for so peacefully returning our friend King William here to the Alliance. I hope thou all understand from the king, the queen, and the peasants behind thee that our alliance is strong and not to be trifled with.
Your alliance is forged on highway robbery.
Highway robbery? What
Yes,
robbery has there been?
Perhaps some sellswords did join us, but I say the heart behind this struggle was truly in our united alliance here. Now, I am not someone of dishonor, and I leave thee to the mess that hath been created here. However, in an honorable way, I do request that King William get to claim his territory from thee, and that 5% of thy net worth be delivered to William.
Negotiations would finish up, and the Eastern Alliance would walk away, leaving us in a pit of shame.
At the end of the day, it's just business.
You see these banners?
We'll remember this. We are neighbors. At the end of the day, we were completely wiped. And we knew we didn't stand a chance against the Eastern Alliance in this current stage. Another thing is I really was questioning Gray's involvement in actually being our side. To be honest, I don't think they really were doing anything. It's kind of pointless to just have them on our team. They could probably betray us at any given moment.
And lastly, the main reason why we had actually lost this fight was not only the numbers, but also the Eastern Alliance has access to golden apples and enchantments, which we heavily lack. We decided it was time to get our hands on lapis so we could enchant our gear. So we went back to the base and then made our way over to the Diamond Island where we collected a ton of diamonds. After collecting all of these diamonds, we planned on giving these diamonds to Aqua Team, as if we gave them to Aqua, they would probably give us lapis for it, which would allow us to enchant our armor. So we headed on over there. And along the way, we actually came across the Grey Team, and since we were kind of salty about them not really helping us from earlier, we decided to mess with them a little bit to see if we could get a little something out of their horses. And so we chased after this man threatening to kill his horse until he dropped his diamond armor. That was great.
Alright, thank you. Also, we're gonna go to... I have it. Positive, get off the horse. Alright, let's go to Aqua. Yeah.
So after mugging a man for his diamond armor, we were also given the information that Aqua Team was going to siege Red Team, and we kind of wanted in on that because Red Team was a part of the Eastern Alliance, and we wanted our get back. So we were going to go over there and ask if we could join in, but if not, we were still hoping to leave with some lapis. After traveling the terrain for quite some time, we eventually entered Aqua Team's territory.
The water.
That was hilarious, bro. And then the random purple guy that attacked Zateo and knocked him off into the water. Dude, that was hilarious.
No, look at this, bro.
Whoa.
Sick.
Whoa.
Aqua Kingdom was a beautiful place, with people buzzing around full of joy and peace, even though they were about to go siege. This place was almost like a paradise, and at first, we had to fire arrows to get their attention.
Hey!
Don't fire a fire arrow at them.
Trying to get their attention. Major Cheese!
Oh, God. Alright, here we go. Here's some...
Dude, that's like...
Hello,
We
we would like to talk.
good
We'd like to
friends.
talk.
We would like to speak.
Enter, please.
Yes, Palpatine. Oh my God, my back aches. My body's broken.
What's up, yappers?
Well, we're about to go to war, so
I did hear.
Gumrock will be staying
what
back,
if
so
I
you
were
can probably
to
talk to him.
say I have a little gift for you in
Yes.
exchange of some resources?
And I mean, you know, if you want to
Ooh.
sub out 2 Aqua people for 2 green guys
Can we
like
do that?
us, because we would like a get back, but you know.
Ultimately, though, we were not allowed to go and sub and help Aqua Team out against Red Team. So, for now, we were all going to have to settle with leaving with the lapis that we had traded for a couple of diamonds. However, Honored Walker, stole our lapis, so we kind of beat him to a pulp until he gave us our lapis back. And then eventually, though, we headed all the way back to Purple Kingdom, because Purple Kingdom actually has an enchantment table. So, we used the enchantment table to enchant our armor. However, I didn't want to enchant my sword yet, as I really wanted good enchantments for it, and it wasn't looking like it was going to get anything good. So for the meantime, though, I was just going to wait. After enchanting all of my gear that I wanted to at the moment, I headed back to Green Team, where I ran into something quite insane.
Okay. The alliance seems to be moving to the defensive. They don't have any attacks.
I was left almost absolutely speechless. This is Harry Stew, who is protagonist's right-hand man and was giving DJ information behind protagonist's back, meaning we had a spy. He was a spy. He betrayed Protag.
There may be plans for an attack on Lapis. That's the only attack that could be coming up. So it's gonna be.
I would be more than willing to send my knights to help them if that does.
Oh, not again.
I don't know if
You guys are the strongest PvPers on the server. I don't want to
left
hear
me
it.
to die.
And after this man just risked his life and gave us all of the information we could possibly ever want, we rewarded him respectfully.
I spit my crumbs on you.
Come here, bro. Okay.
Harry eats
stand
babies.
on these 2 blocks. I will place it to you, bro. These ones.
Oh, he's.
Go help him, go help him.
Go.
Go help
Loot him, loot him, loot him, loot him.
Look at what you've done.
The spy is dead.
He deserves that, bro. After what we just
No,
went
it's
through.
Harry, bro. He deserves everything nice in the world.
I mean, he is an accomplice of Protag, and we did just get entirely wiped by his king later, so it was kind of deserved. But this would end the day. I started my next day on a complete hustle to a nearby coast, because a legendary weapon was coming near our main kingdom, so after obtaining a horse, I rode with some of the Green Knight Cavalry. We headed off to our Quartz Island, where the legendary weapon was going to spawn. Here we began fortifying the area, and once the sun had finally began to set, our base was finally set. We were expecting a little bit of competition, but no one really showed up, so at first we thought we were going to get this uncontested. However, Aqua Team began to come to us.
Oi!
Fellas!
Oi!
Hello! What are you doing here?
Aqua?
I think we know. I mean, the last time a legendary weapon came into contact, Green Team happened to have stolen it without
What do
saying
you
anything.
mean, bro? Wasn't it you
what
guys?
do you mean, what do we mean?
Yo,
It
hello?
wasn't. It was not Aqua. Aqua left. Green Team decided to stay. And I
No, we left too!
We
left!
left.
What are you on about?
What?
What are you on about?
I don't have it. What are your team has it. Your team has it. Your team has it.
Come talk to me over
Survivor in particular.
Why would I have it? Excuse me?
Survivor,
you
do
don't
not
have it, but you should at least know that you were
Survivor,
there.
come talk to me for a second.
Survivor, I know you have it on you.
Survivor,
but
don't do that.
Don't get
Don't
dropped,
do that.
bro. Don't get off the wall.
No, Survivor, you outgear me by a mile.
Mexi,
come talk.
Oh,
you
we
can't
can
be
talk
here.
along the wall. Actually, let's have a chat. I like to.
It's five people max.
What do you
By the
want?
way,
Alright,
why have you built around it?
Listen.
Hang on.
I thought that was against
Shadow,
the
Shadow,
rules.
get out here. Go stay with Aqua.
It's our land. It's our land.
It's their land, they can build.
We can build anywhere.
Survivor.
I don't have a shield.
No, anyone have one iron?
DJ,
One iron.
They have told me.
I have 6.
They're blowing in.
So Aqua Team basically showed up to prevent us from obtaining the legendary weapon, as we had the other one which we grabbed under their noses, and DJ snitched on us about that. So thanks a lot, DJ. So, using my D1 yapping skills, I once again had to hold them back from doing anything, and Major Cheese was saying my name so many times, it made me a little bit uncomfortable. No,
Why'd I get hit for that, man?
okay. Y'all are, hey, right, hey, listen, guys, okay.
We are literally on horses. I don't know what you're
We're
saying
not,
that we
I don't
blew
want
in.
to fight, this is our little section here.
Grandy.
I don't know about the other legendary
It's
weapon,
but it works.
but you guys are allies with us, so
There's
like,
no point in trying. Look.
yeah, there's no point in
we're
us
protecting this.
fighting, ruining
If
relations.
it's a good legendary, we can give it to you for resources.
Yeah.
Or just give it to you to strengthen relations.
Yeah, exactly. If we,
But the issue, an issue is that like you didn't help last time, and then you went and
yeah,
lost.
you
all your
haven't
gear.
helped us like as
haven't
allies. You haven't really done much
yeah.
for us. I think me and Positive Error brought a pretty good point to the table. I mean, sure, we've done trading with Aqua Team for Lapis, but other than that, they have done literally squat for us. And when we really needed them the most, they're just sitting on their butts, just doing nothing. So there was no way in heck that I was going to give them this legendary weapon. Thankfully, though, the time that we spent conquesting this would finally begin to end, and I would leave giving Aqua a final statement.
We had the three-way alliance. We had the Crimson Retreat Treaty.
Oh,
However,
yeah.
one of your green boys ended up stealing the item underneath the nose of Gray, even after leaving.
All right. Well, here's the other thing.
That's
okay,
crazy.
we
And
would have
we
would have
heard it
tried.
directly from DJ.
All right, can you listen? You stop interrupting
you
me.
didn't go
Learn
to your
learn
leaders
communication
attempt to
skills.
legally
Okay.
steal the
Shut
item.
up. Shut up. Shut up. All right. Learn communication skills. All right. I'm trying to talk here. You're interrupting me. All right. Let me explain. Okay. We were trying to do this thing legit and
Well-
whatever. And then we got attacked, and when we needed your help, you decided to just chill and be losers.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, they got it, guys.
Get on the boat, boys.
Boat.
On boat.
Oh, get on the boat.
Y'all can just say
Okay.
it. But before you.
Oh, yeah,
leave-
before, hey, go back. I'm trying to.
Survivor.
I'm trying to have a talk. Yeah.
The talk, he can hear you.
If you are wanting to keep
Yeah,
good
there's a creeper behind
relations,
us.
like you say, survive.
We'll help.
Maybe just don't hit it. Just don't hit it.
We'll help you guys with the next legendary weapon. All right, I promise.
We'll take
Okay,
that.
take your second one, guys.
We'll remember
take your
this. All right. Holy my lag. We would eventually make it back to our kingdom, and as soon as we arrived, Purple Team was going to have a legendary weapon of their own, and so we decided that we were going to go over there to help Purple Team claim this weapon. And while we were doing this, I decided to barge in on an international meeting.
Go.
Sadly, someone does have a flint and steel.
Not now.
Sorry.
Hold on. This meeting
Burn
has
it.
My queen!
Sorry,
Do you want us to help Purple?
Is Purple all right?
They have a legendary weapon apparently in their area.
Yes, help them. Help them.
Okay, I will be back, my queen.
Wonderful, and then get King Tricolor over here because he's late.
Okay. MLG with the water.
After what we've been.
Tricolor, you're late for a meeting. We're gonna help you with that legendary weapon, though.
Yes, can you bring it to us, Survivor,
We
please,
will.
considering it's on our land. Thank you.
And so we headed over to Purple Team to help with the legendary weapon. And because this is kind of useless to the plot, I'm gonna summarize it up. We showed up with 2 other Purple members and just stood around for a long time. And then Aqua Team's annoying butts showed up again to just yap. And I can't deal with this anymore, okay? But eventually, finally, Purple would get the legendary weapon, and I was finally free to go back home. But while we were also doing this whole legendary weapon thing, that very meeting that was going on, was actually discussing what they were going to do to respond to the Eastern Alliance conquesting Purple Kingdom. And so we decided that they were going to actually siege Red Team, which meant we were going to get another major battle. But this would be delayed, as the Eastern Alliance called multiple sieges on multiple different kingdoms, including Purple, Aqua, and Gray. And while all this was going down, I was working on the Diamond Island. I had become extremely proud of this thing, as I had finally begun working on a stone outline, almost finishing the entire wall. I was also carefully monitoring the chat as Aqua Team was being raided by Red Team, and their only Lapis Island was being contested by Red Team. And if Aqua Team lost, they would lose Lapis, and the entire Western Alliance would be on a complete decline for Lapis Lazuli, which we desperately needed if we wanted to win fights, and unfortunately, Aqua Team would actually lose to the Lapis Island. Once I saw this, I went off with Grandios straight to Aqua Island, hoping to trade a lot of the diamonds that we had for a lot of the Lapis that they had left, because I was worried that since they lost the Lapis Island, they were going to at least jump up the charges, or they were at least not going to share it with us, as we were all in desperate need of Lapis. And eventually, I would go and talk to the King, Gumrock.
Okay. We're gonna have to go the long way again? Oh, god damn it. God, that's miserable.
Yeah. Maybe that'll work.
Oh, someone sees us!
Hey, Gumrock.
Is that Gumrock?
What's up?
Hello.
So,
I'm back.
I know we saw that we got lost the battle against Red.
Yeah.
And so, in order to aid you but also receive something, I was wondering if we could get like a little bit of the Lapis you have left, and I can give you. I can't do the fast math, but I got a lot of diamonds in my inventory I can give for, a little level 3 armor.
Yeah, I'm willing to trade for that.
Okay.
What was the running deal you had with PP? I'll just run my bad deal.
Yeah, it was like 16 for 32, but I just need like, I'd honestly take like 20, and I can give you all of this.
Holy.
That would be wonderful, actually. We really desperately need that.
Yeah.
All right, let me, absolutely. Let me go grab some lapis. You guys can come inside.
We would then go inside, eventually receiving the Lapis that we had paid for, and finally, we headed off to Purple Kingdom, me and Grandio running on our horses together, planning to enchant my sword and a couple of the items that he had as well. I also had to settle for Sharpness 1, so you could technically say I did all of that waiting for literally nothing. We would then head back to Green Team after enchanting everything we wanted to, and I would reunite with Honored Walker, who I hadn't seen for the entire day, and I would eventually find out why.
You should make a run to Diamond to grab everything before that.
Yeah,
We've
we
been
will, we will.
camping Diamond.
We've been camping Diamond, bro. Like we've been locked in.
Walker! Oh, why you not have armor?
I got jumped by Gray.
What?
What?
Gray.
Yeah, Gray jumped.
By Gray? Who from Gray? Who from
If
Gray?
they God died to Gray, that's
Yes.
Yeah, bro, you're really bad.
So now that I was with my British men again, the two of us were going off to the Diamond Island to go and fortify the base, as we feared that the Diamond Island was going to be attacked by the blue or gold team. Along our journey, we reminisced about what we had already gone through, and we even talked about how we haven't seen Stev since he died to Zoteo on the bridge. Today just didn't feel the same without our Scottish companion. Upon arriving at the Diamond Island, we began working on the fort once again, placing blocks on the outside of the wooden walls and then mining for more cobblestone to add to the wallifications. I was super proud of what this place had become. It was probably like 10 times more fortified than our own kingdom, and I owned it. It was mine, and I was super proud to have made this, and it was part of my legacy here. However, my peaceful sessions would come to an end, as DJ would release a message saying for us to all to go to purple, as we were going to go and siege red team. And so I went to the small house where Honored Walker was AFK, and after I placed a little bit of a few signs to just let him know what was going on, eventually he would return. Honored?
Yep.
We're going! Come on! Hop on the horse!
What? Oh my god.
Yeah, bro. We have to lock in.
Wait, so who are we sieging?
I think red.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go for a pee. 1 sec.
And so we rode all the way to Purple Kingdom, where Aqua, Purple, and Green were all going to unite together and prepare for the siege. As I gathered around with the Purple Kingdom, as Aqua was late because Gumrock's a bum, we would just wait for more plans to come to us. Eventually, along with the moon, Aqua Team would finally arrive. My dream of the Western Alliance has finally come to reality, with Green Team, Aqua Team, and Purple Team all combined together to create one alliance to take down the East. The plan was simple. At this siege that we were going to do, Grey Team would finally turn on the Eastern Alliance and join sides with us, as well as Henry, who had planted charges in the walls of the Red Kingdom, so when we would finally do a cavalry charge, the walls would explode and we would reign into the kingdom. Not only was I going to lead this cavalry charge, but we were going to go on our own special mission to the Red Kingdom in the morning. But for now, I was going to spend the time with my allies for what could be my last time. Bro, we're gonna die so fast.
Nah, we're gonna wait.
No, the horses don't rear anymore.
Hey
so you
guys,
should be alright.
guys, drinks on me in Valhalla if we all die. All right, on me.
Is it the last
On the
time-
house.
No.
On the house. I'm for real this time.
Last time you left me to die.
Last time he said that, only
Ran
two of
like
us died,
cowards.
and the rest of us ran.
I didn't want to pay for drinks, bro. I realized I was broke in Valhalla. All right, but you know, look, this
We're
time.
missing like half of us.
We do have
Honored Walker is right here. He
Joe
just won't get a horse. Get a horse in the land.
Missing next and the last
Does your team have sieges?
And so finally, the sun would rise, and so we were to head out to the Red Kingdom. And so me and the cavalry left the Purple Kingdom for what could be the final time. And throughout this time, I made some really good friends. Honored Walker being my day one, being a part of the Queen's Musketeers, and being the British lad, helping me with the fortress at the Diamond Base. I was going to hope for him to do the best out of us. It's a real shame that the Scottish lad couldn't be here to see us go out on this war today. Next up was Grandio and Positive Error. Pretty much the exact same person with a standout personality and great skill on the battlefield, but also not only were their blades sharp, but their minds were just as sharp as well. And then points to Gogo Tristan for tagging along, as well as the two Aqua players as well. Sure, we may be riding to our graves, and this could be the final day that I see. But I was riding with my friends for one last time, and that was going to be okay with me.
Alright, Positive. I'm trusting your life in my hands. In your hands, actually.
I love how it's the green. It's the green team cavalry plus Banana and Dino.
No, they're part of us now. They're part of us now.
You're a part of us. Welcome
You
to the
guys
squad.
You guys might be blue, but you're green in heart. You're green in heart.
Exactly.
And after a long adventure, we would finally arrive in Red Kingdom. And this place, oh god. The kingdom was protected by an ugly black stone wall, while in the inside there was only 2 towers where their artillery machines went. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they did blood sacrifices off these things. They had 1 wheat farm which surrounded the tiny pond out the side of the front door of their kingdom, and inside of the walls there were 2 holes where 2 cannons would go. They also had 1 cave system which was emptier than that one English teacher's soul. And outside they had a bridge which looked nicer than literally the entire kingdom. And inside of the kingdom, the Eastern Alliance moved around like flies surrounding a dead corpse, while we were outside and we would run into the Gold Kingdom. And of course, we played with them a little bit.
Goober.
Hey, disgusting trash. Hey, step away. I don't want your disgusting
cowards
food
are
in me.
speaking.
I don't want your disgusting
The
food in
cowards
me.
are
Step
speaking.
back. Step
You're
back.
talking.
Red, I know what you
Oh my
are.
god, I almost had to take a shower.
You stinky, smelly, smelly.
We know you don't take showers, fucker. Don't worry.
If you beat them with your mind, you will beat them with your blade. I think Sun Tzu said that or something, but we were just messing with them and their minds the entire time. And while we did this, our alliance would finally show up.
Look, wait, Survivor, look down. Survivor, look down.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
With our kingdoms finally arriving, we now only needed everything to work, and we would destroy the Eastern Alliance and finally win this long and brutal war. Kings would gather their armies together and discuss the battle ahead, and with the evening coming, war was going to arrive the next day. When night finally arrived, kings would rally up their troops, giving speeches to inspire their souls. I listened, prepared to die for the Western Alliance that I had dreamed so long of finally happening. If we were to win this battle, we would bring an end to Gold's ego-boosting empire and the Eastern Alliance that would put their foot down on our throats. It was finally time for us to show them who we actually were, and that we wouldn't stand for tyranny. After the kings have given their speeches and Tricolor went over the plan once again, I took the cavalry once again up to the highest point we could go, and we would wave the middle finger at the Eastern Alliance for what could be the last time.
Anymore.
Yes. Give them the middle finger!
Is this aura?
This is an aura.
Positions.
And so we would stand and taunt almost all night long, while both sides set up their artillery, until finally I decided to give the cavalry a final speech of good luck.
Cavalry, listen up, boys. Look at the look at the walls. What do you see? What do you see?
Peasants. I see peasants, Survivor.
They are peasants. They are pissy peasants. They're scared. They're terrified. Look at them. They're terrified. They hide behind the wall.
I'm terrified.
We are gonna run in, and we're gonna ow. Yo. After I was very rudely interrupted, I would bring them aside once again to finish off the speech.
No, Tristan left.
Cavalry over here, cavalry. Turn around, boys. Turn around. All right. You see those walls? Behind those walls are a bunch of cowards. They won't even let me finish a speech because they're scared of what it's gonna do. Shooting cannons before a war even starts. We are gonna run through their walls, and we're gonna shred them to pieces. They will die. There will be so much blood everywhere.
Sir, yes, sir.
We're going to Valhalla today, boys.
You're suffocating me in the wall, Banana.
Eventually, the sun would rise on a morning of war. My kingdom's alliance would go over to Protag and begin giving their speeches and taunts towards Protag's alliance. And Protag would do the same. And there he stood, the morning sun reflecting on his crown, and shining upon his golden shield, which resembled the most powerful kingdom in the world. And because of that, he demanded people respected him, and demanded people to bow to him. But I didn't think he expected that off in the distance, there were 4 idiots.
Wait, they oh wait, purple lost theirs? The fucking idiots, dude.
Dude, is that
Oh
why
my.
building Rust Speaks does
Oh my god, I hit one! Oh my god! I hit one of them!
Now, actually,
I hit one of them! I sent an arrow flying, and this arrow would land to the man standing right next to Protagonist. This arrow, nearly striking him, angered Protag, and would shock him just the more. Because who would dare shoot an arrow at the king of Gold Kingdom? And you may have thought this was pretty funny, and so did we, so we did it again. Honored Walker would draw back his bow and fire his arrow. The arrow soared straight to the walls of Red Kingdom. It soared through the daylight in the morning sky until it perfectly met its target, a man standing to the left of Protagonist. And with that second arrow, Protagonist had enough, and he would signal his men to fire.
Firmly at stand for
Yo!
Stop, bro. Stop.
Two in a row, two in a row, two in a row.
No, stop firing! Stop firing! Get down!
Boys, are we ready to go in? Are we ready to go in, boys?
Not yet, not yet. Gotta hold.
Oh, they're shooting arrows at us, by the way.
We're incoming!
Just keep putting it out. It's all apart.
Oh, it's all
broken.
One gone, one gone.
Okay, we gotta move.
What do we do?
Oh my god! They're shooting at us! They're shooting at us! They see me, they... Incoming! Charge! Cover! Charge!
Let's go! Glory to the glory!
Full charge! Full charge!
Charging into.
Get Protag! Kill Protag! Kill Protag!
I got him! I got him!
Full charge! Full charge! Get him!
At this moment, we thought we were winning, but we were unaware to the Eastern Alliance's attack coming from behind.
Here, great! What the hell? Do it! I think he just gapped. I'm healing.
You shall die, Protag!
That's okay.
No, you have so much help.
Help me!
Get Dread! Get Dread!
Where is everyone? You see
Here comes.
Grandio, get off the horse! Target code!
Go in!
Dude, where is everyone at?
They're dead.
You'll just stick on me.
Please down.
Defend your kings, go forward.
Attack!
Get the mic!
Help me, boys!
Kill the horses!
Help me!
One survived.
Wait, people stand his body, stand his
Positive! Go for pawns! Go for pawns!
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, Magma, you're not winning
Bye,
this fight.
man, love you.
Oh, Magma, you're not winning this fight. Smellies, you're not really helping.
What do you mean?
I got one!
Target pawns!
Oma with me!
Although we were fighting valiantly, we slowly began to lose our foothold in the battle. With Harry Stew betraying us and not igniting the explosions to blow up the wall, and Grey Team actively trying to kill us. The Knights of the Mud Table would be the final hope for the siege, but we would be no match. Save us! Save us!
Get positive!
Get
positive! Get positive!
Come here,
We have a legendary!
Oh, goodbye.
With Positive down and Honored Walker, it was now only me left.
Jesus.
Get
Survivor's
Survivor!
here!
I stood, the last one standing, to fight 7 of the Gold and Red King members, fighting to the last drop of blood for my kingdom, for my friends that have fallen, and for all that I believed in.
That will die today, survivor!
I'm happy to die for my kingdom, Protag. You don't understand. right, boys. Men, women, ladies and gentlemen, hold this point today. Prevent them from breaking the walls. We shall spill our own blood. We will die for each other side by side. They think they can come to your land and take it easy. But what do we say to that?
We survived the great war in the trenches. A rat bit off my foot. I will not die here.
We survived the war of the Greys. We will not perish to these insolent
Guys, I'm not gonna lie.
But I think this is the perfect opportunity for us to show them why we're a kingdom, why we own these lands, how we got these lands. Because I don't know about you, I don't want to just hand it over. I would rather hand it over at the price of my own life than just give it to them. Oh.
I got him!
And so I have fallen. We had lost, and the Eastern Alliance would continue to reign upon us. In the end, we were no match for the Eastern Alliance enchantments and golden apples. I would have died sad and upset about our defeat, but then Protagonist said something to Zateo that would make me laugh.
Manu, Zoteo,
yes,
secure the
yes.
weapons these men hold for our team.
Yes, sir. Someone go for one survivor's body.
Hey guys, I heard Charcoaler's behind
I
us.
got it.
Okay, what did you get? What did you get? No one.
Didn't you kill him?
They didn't have a weapon.
Yeah, but he suddenly.
You
got
think
out.
I had one
Who
too?
looted Positive's
You're
body?
wrong.
And slowly but surely, my friends would soon pass away. And as the Eastern Alliance came over to my body to claim the legendary weapon I didn't have, all I could do was laugh, because the Eastern Alliance hasn't won yet, and the West does have a chance.
You'll never find it.
What did you
You'll
get? What did
never
you get? Everyone
find
check
it.
your inventories. What
Oh,
weapons did you get?
goodbye.
Give up.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. DJ,
Oh, you're fine. Yes.
take this. And I'm sorry.
Dear DJ, I want to start off by saying I'm sorry. I'm sorry to leave you in the situation you're being left in. If you got this book, then I'm guessing things are pretty grim at this point, and we probably did lose a pretty big and important battle. For starters, though, I do have a few requests to make. For starters, I want Positive Error to be the new leader of the Knights of the Mud Table. He's proved himself, and I think it would be beneficial for him to lead them. Secondly, I want Honored Walker and Stev, if you can find them, to be the new owners of the Diamond Island. I've built it up to be a quite formidable fortress, and so I pass it on to them. May the Queen's Musketeers live on. Oh, and for the love of God, please finish the castle. But as for you and my fellow knights of Green Team, I may have had only one life. And yes, my death may be sad, but as for you, you have multiple lives. No matter how hopeless things may seem, no matter how many times you get knocked down and killed, I ask that you never give up. Because truly, the moment you give up is the moment that they win. And with that, all of the death, destruction, and my own death would have been for nothing. So instead of being discouraged and giving up in times where things may not seem like they're gonna end well, or in times where we are betrayed, I want you to be tenacious. I want you to not give up until the very last drop of blood. I don't want to see any of you entering Valhalla sad and regretting your life choices. But on top of all of that, I want you to be kind to others and to be forgiving. Because the best way to end a conflict is by squashing the beef and becoming friends and allies with one another. And if you truly manage to do this, you will be able to unite the Western Alliance that I have talked about and dreamed about for so long. And together, you will take down the Eastern Alliance and finally put an end to Protagonist's evil reign. And you will get your revenge and make them pay for all of the crimes they have committed upon all of our kingdoms. The end of tyranny will finally come, and you can all now live in peace and live the lives that I dreamed of having. But it starts with your death. Do not die discouraged or give up, but die with a smile and keep pushing forward to a new world. And one more thing. Save some for me as well. And so, good luck, my queen, and good luck, the Knights of Green Team, and I truly cannot wait to buy your drinks in Valhalla.